And we have some breaking news for you. Ghulam Nabi Azad, the senior leader who quit the Congress just a few days ago, remember, he has now landed in Jammu and Kashmir. Why are we focusing on his movements in this moment? Because remember, as the Congress has a giant rally in Ram Leela Maidan, we're also keeping an eye on developments in Jammu. Remember, Ghulam Nabi Azad is there. He's about to address a rally, and it's expected that at that rally, he will announce the formation of his national party. Remember, in the last few days, you've seen a number of state Congress leaders quit. You've seen a number of Congress students in the NSUI quit. They've said they are going to join Ghulam Nabi Azad. So the state has seen a tectonic shift in its own party. Right now on your screen, the visuals, you can see Ghulam Nabi Azad heading right now as we speak towards a rally. Let's go over to my colleague Tejinder. Tejinder is with us in Jammu as we speak to bring us more details. Tejinder, we know the hoardings, the arrangements that have been done to welcome back Ghulam Nabi Azad into the state. He's also, of course, a former chief minister of the state. But walk our audiences through, Tejinder, the kind of shift the state has, Jammu has seen rather, in the last few days when it comes to that shift in their political leaders. Walk us through that. Also walk us through what we think is on the cards today.
See, the entry of Ghulam Nabi Azad with a separate political party in the election arena of Jammu and Kashmir has completely changed the landscape of the politics in the Union Territory of Jammu and Kashmir. Now, the contest, whenever the elections are declared, would be really interesting to see, because several former ministers, several senior leaders of the Congress party, they have already deserted Congress and joined the bandwagon with Ghulam Nabi Azad ever since Ghulam Nabi Azad tendered his 5-page resignation to the Congress President Sonia Gandhi. Several senior leaders of the Congress party, including former PCC chief, former vice president of the PCC here in Jammu and Kashmir, they have also joined Ghulam Nabi Azad, citing the same reason that they were being ignored by the top leadership of the party. So it would be interesting to see the way things would move in the coming few weeks in Jammu and Kashmir. Especially, we are told that today, when Ghulam Nabi Azad would be addressing the quote-unquote mega rally here in the Sainik colony of Jammu area, several leaders of various other political parties are expected to join Ghulam Nabi Azad. They will be sharing stage with Ghulam Nabi Azad. So all the leadership of various other political parties, they are also worried about the way Ghulam Nabi Azad has made his entry into the state politics. We know that when our political editor Pallavi Ghosh had a word with Ghulam Nabi Azad, he said that his focus right now would be the Union Territory of Jammu and Kashmir before announcing his entry into the national politics. So today would be an interesting day. We are told that Ghulam Nabi Azad has already landed at the Jammu airport, and he is right now heading towards the rally venue where the Congress, where the Azad faction is expected to have around 20,000 people. Arrangement for 20,000 people have already been made at the venue, but we are expecting that those empty seats right now, they will be filled when Ghulam Nabi Azad would arrive at the venue, because a large number of his supporters are there at the Jammu airport welcoming him. We are told that he would be brought to this venue in a big procession. So all eyes across the Union Territory of Jammu and Kashmir, and also for the top leadership of Congress party, those who are sitting in New Delhi, they are also eyeing what type of development is going to take place, what type of announcements Ghulam Nabi Azad is going to make from this stage, because this would be his first public rally in Jammu and Kashmir, rather first public appearance in Jammu and Kashmir after his resignation from the Congress party. We all know that Ghulam Nabi Azad is one of the tallest leader in the politics of Jammu and Kashmir, and he is a known figure across the country. He had been several times. He had been cabinet minister. He was once the chief minister of Jammu and Kashmir. So he is the leader who has acceptance in all the two regions of the Union Territory of Jammu and Kashmir, be it the Jammu region, be it the Kashmir region. So Ghulam Nabi Azad is one of those leaders who has acceptance in both the regions. So the coming few weeks would be really interesting for the politics of the Union Territory of Jammu and Kashmir. Yes.
Tejinder, two follow-up questions for you. Firstly, since Ghulam Nabi Azad has made this announcement, you've had a number of experts, a number of critics come forward and say his party is going to function as the B team of Prime Minister Modi in Jammu. For our audiences, could you explain what that criticism means? And then could you also tell us, for the youth of Jammu, who we can see around Ghulam Nabi Azad's car right now in the visuals, what does Ghulam Nabi Azad's leadership actually represent?
You see, the first question which you asked, that Ghulam Nabi Azad is being termed as the A or B team of the BJP. These are the allegations which are being leveled by his former colleagues. We know that the Congress party is rattled after the exit of Ghulam Nabi Azad, because Ghulam Nabi Azad did not leave on a very cordial note. He gave a 5-page resignation in which he attacked the leadership of the Congress party, especially Rahul Gandhi, saying that Rahul Gandhi was quote-unquote immature. He was surrounded by a coterie which was not allowing the senior leaders to consult him. Senior leaders were humiliated. So this is the allegation which is being spread by those who are loyal to Congress. Now we know that today's speech of Ghulam Nabi Azad would be important, because the direction of his party, whether he would be functioning as the B team or he would be dispelling all those rumors and allegations, would become clear after he starts speaking at this rally here today. So these are the allegations which are being leveled. So Ghulam Nabi Azad, we are hopeful that he would be speaking on these allegations as well. Having said so, about your second question about youth joining Ghulam Nabi Azad, you see, several senior leaders of the Congress party, they have already tendered their resignation. We also saw the mass resignation of the leaders from the NSUI. Several of their senior functionaries, including the current Vice President and General Secretary from the Jammu and Kashmir wing of NSUI, they have already tendered their resignation and have extended their support to Ghulam Nabi Azad. As I mentioned earlier, that Ghulam Nabi Azad is one such leader in the Union Territory of Jammu and Kashmir who has a wide acceptance across all the regions,
Okay.
age. So people.
Tejinder,